Welcome to the Neo Movie Show. I'm your host, Andrew Chan. I'm a member of the Film Critics Circle of Australia. I also host a number of movie nights across public clubs in Hong Kong. Today I'm going to talk about a Hong Kong movie called True Love for Once in My Life. Let's head straight to the film review. The quiet fury of the heart that refused to break. True love for once in my life arrives like a sustained, melancholic sign. Directed by Siu Koon-ho and shepherded and produced by the ever-provocative Fruit Chan, this adaptation of a semi-biological novel is deeply felt and quietly devastating examination of devotion stretched over decades. A testament to a kind of love that modern sensibilities might struggle to truly understand. The film spans the gritty optimism of the 1980s Hong Kong to the weirdly complexity of the 2000s, charting the lives of Ching-fun, played excellently by Cecilia Yip, a woman whose entire universe orbits around her husband, Kei-chun, who is played excellently once again by Tse Kwan-ho. Their early years hums with promise of shared future, a promise shattered by the insidious Northbound to mainland China trend during the 1990s. As Tse Kwan-ho established a second life and family across the border, Cecilia is left with solitary anchor for the fractured home in Hong Kong. This isn't merely an abandonment, it's a slow convulsion, erosion of the very foundation she built her life upon. What elevates Lau Siu-hwa's screenplay beyond predictable melodrama is an unflinching and unsentimental glaze. In Ching-fun's loyalty isn't presented like a noble milestone, but rather a profound and almost terrifying obsession. The film's title isn't ironic, it's a stark declaration. For Ching-fun, true love is a singular, unbreakable covenant, a contract signed in her soul that no betrayal, however profound, can nullify. The question of the film forces to confront isn't just why does she stay, but what does this unwavering fidelity do to a human spirit? Answer lies in Cecilia Yip's monumental performance. Yip doesn't act aging or exhaustion. She embodies it. Every subtle shift in posture, every fleeting shadow across her eyes, every weary line etched by time, and the sorrow speaks volumes. Her Ching-fun is a momentum to the quiet dignity, her pain held close, her fury internalized until it becomes palpable weight. It's a masterclass in the emotional transparency without being historical. Opposite her is the wonderful Tse Kwan-ho, who performs the essential and difficult task of making Kei-chun more than just a villain. He imputes that flawed, wayward husband with a wary humanity, a man caught between the desires and duty, whose failures are undeniable yet somehow comprehensible, this messy context of shifting social pressure and personal weakness. Their chemistry is the film Bruce beating heart. The film's technical gambit is being shot entirely on iPhone. Yes, there are moments where the digital flatness or the lighting limitation momentarily pull you out, a scene that might have benefited from a richer texture of using a proper camera. Yet, more often than not, this choice proved to be inspired. The intimacy fostered is remarkable. The camera lingers like a silent, compassionate ghost in the cramped corners of Ching-fun's apartment, catching the dust mold dancing in the sunbeam, and the worn fabric of a sofa, and the clutter of life lived in a waiting. It forces us into uncomfortable proximity with her isolation. Furthermore, the interweaving of the archival footage in the SARS handover brilliantly roots in this intensely personal tragedy within the cinematic shifts of Hong Kong's shared history. Ching-fun's crumbling world mirrors the own city and society in that transition. True Love for Once in My Life is a film of profound patience. Its second act deliberately mirrors Ching-fun's life and what's happening, which risks testing the viewer's own endurance. Yet this patience makes the final act's emotionally crescendo where Tse Kwan-ho, broken return, lands with a devastating force. The film doesn't offer easy answers or revenge. Instead, it presents a stark, challenging portrayal of a woman whose definition of love is absolute, perhaps tragically so. Is her steadfastness the ultimate virtue or the self-imposed cage? The film wisely refuses to judge and only observes with aching clarity. This is a mature and deeply affecting drama anchored by two extraordinary performances. Cecilia Yip delivers a performance for the ages. Ching-fun's quiet suffering and stubborn devotion into our hearts, while the experimental cinematography sometimes shows its themes and the protagonist's unwavering stance may persuade. True love for once in my life triumphs in as being a potent time capsule of Hong Kong and a timeless, heartbreaking study of the love, a most unyielding and perhaps most unfathomable form. It's a film that lingers like the memory of a fading sign. I really enjoyed the movie. I rated the movie an 8 out of 10 and also gave the movie 4 stars. Thank you for watching another episode of the Neo Movie Show. If you enjoy our channel, feel free to subscribe, like, and also follow our Instagram. I'll see you next time and have a happy new year.